have Koget, the lovely, handsome guy at the top left, winner of Week 1, advancing to Week 2. He is undefeated right now on every map, went on a 5-0 tear, and now he is going to be playing his next Zerg opponent. Seems unbeatable. Flash for the win. He is my co-caster on the microphone. What's up, man?
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Week 2 of Fight Club, as BisuDagger so graciously introduced everyone today. And yeah, we will continue this Fight Club with seeing how long Koget can go being undefeated, or if he just keeps his streak going of being the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he going to be able to win a game today? I feel like Koget was on the side, a little bit on the hush-hush, was saying that keep throwing these types of players at me. I'm going to just boss it out. So we haven't seen trash talk yet, but I think it's going to happen. If Fear the Queen is not up to the task, you know, who's going to be able to step up in here and take him down? His TVZ, again, like I said, phenomenal. And it's going to start off strong again because it's going to be on Circuit Breaker, which is a signature map for Koget.
Yeah, absolutely. Circuit Breaker is also one of the better maps for Terran right now in the Terran vs. Zerg matchup. It's great for mech switch. It's great for +1 5 racks. And it's just a good map for the current metagame that exists right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And someone's saying, and I know that's you, Blind Rar, that I do not look cool, but I've got a dagger that I'm bringing on screen. So yes, the BisuDagger is here, and it is ready. If you're not watching a screen flash for the win, you are missing out on some awesomeness.
I've got to pull it up on my phone right now to have a chat open because I don't have a second monitor, and my monitor is
and
not
these are
big
swords.
Enough for ×2.
These are swords that are right below my nose. This is like the coolest setup possible for a caster. I'm ready for Week 2. We are Asian themed. Why? Because everybody.
Why do you have that? God.
Okay, listen. Both players said that they have an affinity for Asian food. That's what they want, is Asian food. So they've got an Asian themed cast today, and we are just gonna enjoy it.
Well, so, you got me, and I'm Asian, so...
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Flash for the win, you have such a solid voice, like, it can just go with any nationality.
Dude, I'm totally African-American.
I didn't know that you were Asian until I clicked on one of your YouTube videos that was actually suggested to me. And then I just saw this Asian dude drinking beer, and I'm like, God, that is my future co-caster right there. Gotta have this.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember doing the Flash for Zero in the first ASL on Overwatch. I don't know if you remember that sick TVZ game. And I was doing it while drinking. I was just like, let's just do this, dude.
You know, and that turned out to be such a ridiculous game. Like, it's too insane. I ended up doing one of my in-depth replay casts on that one, and it turns out to be one of my more popular casts because of it. So, you know what? Let's not slow down. I'm ready for the first game. Let's get everything going. I think everybody's blood is pumping and ready to go. Flash for the win. Let's hit the start button on this.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into game number 1 of the Week 2 Fight Club again. The players are Koget versus Flying here on Circuit Breakers. Let's get into the spawn positions. Up here at the top right position as the brown Zerg, it is going to be Flying, which means that spawning down at the bottom left-hand position as the white Terran, it is going to be Koget. Cross-map spawns.
That's right, and I absolutely need to make some mods before we go into this. So, Blind War, mod it up. There we go. Okay, and you know what? Nina Zerg needs to be a Team Liquid mod too. She is our lovely lady of Team Liquid. So, bam, modded up. Okay, cool. We are in hype mode. At the top right, as you said, is going to be the Zerg Challenger Flying US, aka Fear the Queen, as a Team Liquid member. He actually is a player who not only plays in tournaments, but has hosted tournaments too. So I just absolutely love this guy as a Team Liquid contributor and community contributor. No one gets better than Fear the Queen.
Yeah, I haven't, I mean, I've seen him post, but I don't know that many people, unfortunately. I'm not too big into the foreign scene for TL.
It's alright. You're here for the sick analysis Flash for the win, and for your Twitch chat posting through your phone, because you are that kind of a G.
I mean, what do you want me to do? I don't have a second monitor. Like, what else am I supposed to do right now?
No, I agree. We're going to spend all this donation money on extra monitors because that's going to be the most important thing here. And as we see, all the drones are maxed out here. This is looking like a 12 hatch opening for our Zerg player. And you know what? Trust me, guys, the donation money did not go to these sick glasses that you're all jealous of. My wife did this on her own dime. But if you did see, our donations started at $300 last cast. We're up to, what, $475? The donations have been sick. They've been coming in. Yeah, $175 in just the first day. Please, guys, donate. I really want us to reach that $1,000 goal, and that will allow us to have a full foreigner tournament in Q3, Q4 of this next year.
That'd be awesome, guys. Please donate. It means so much to us as brewer casters, and also means a lot to the foreign brewer community. And this is the reason why they still play, and there's no real incentive to keep playing. Well, then unfortunately, the scene is not going to be around for much longer. But it's great to see that people are still trying to pump money into this amazing, amazing foreigner scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we see that just the hatchery going up, a very basic opening still for flying. So let's take a look at Koget's base, and what are you seeing, Flash, for the win?
Well, he went one Marine just to make sure that, because he scouted, unfortunately, because crossbit, he scouted Zerg dead last. And yeah, he's going to get the command center, though. He's pretty greedy about, well, not greedy, I would say, because he still hasn't seen the Zerg until just now. But he realizes, yeah, it's a 12 hatch. He's got a really late scout, unfortunately. So he had to put down a command center a little later. But also, just cute to note,
like this. I do like seeing this gas steal.
Yeah, this is interesting. Oh, never mind. Drone's gonna cancel as
No, keep jumping on it. Keep jumping on it. No, drone. But he did get the health back, so he could actually have his drone escape. So very key there that he was able to just escape with that drone.
Yeah, really nice little trick there. So the drone comes back at full HP, I think, when you wait on a building and then cancel.
Yes, it does. And we have full drones on this extractor here. This is looking like it is going to be, this 2 base muta play. And we really didn't see it become all too successful. When Infected was playing against Koget last week, I thought his muta control was decent, but it wasn't enough to make a dent. And what we saw was like really solid 5-rack style play from Koget. And he was showing us that even foreigners can run this 5-racks play and play it effectively against Zerg players. And if you don't have that equal skill level, then you're going to get absolutely torn apart by that opening.
You're absolutely correct. I think just the meta right now for Terran vs Zerg is this 5-rax is really just amazing. Oh my god, hold that thought right now. We have 3 Marines pushing across the bridge here, trying to get a drone kill or something. There's only 1 batch of Lings out right now, and these Marines are going to go to work on, holding drones, unfortunately, for this Zerg player. It's not going to be able to go mine from this base for longer. He's going to have to force a lot of larva into extra Zerglings right now. Yeah,
this does kind of screw up the larva count here. And
he pulled the SCV back for whatever reason.
Yeah, the SCV could have helped. Well, I had 5 health left, so really wasn't going to do too much. But yeah, the Marines do get taken down. A pretty nice trade for flying, I would say, so far. But really, it's about this lost mining here. There hasn't been any gas mining. So you may have expected right away more drones on this extractor, but really he's behind in both minerals and gas right now as he tries to just play this little catch-up game. So nice move, just moving out with 3 Marines. Really something that we see from some of the more aggressive Terran players like Mind and Mong.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say he could put the SCV like in between the mineral patch and the wall and wall off to help the Marines kill off those Zerglings. Was my only concern about that. He might have been able to kill off a couple more Lings in that scenario. Ling speed just finished, by the way, but also crucially, he actually canceled an Overlord to get the Spire a little earlier. So right now, he is supply blocked for quite a bit. Not going to be able to build any extra drones to saturate this natural base, and not going to be able to build any extra Zerglings either to kind of hold Marines back.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point. And the SCV inside that base actually getting killed off here. So Koget finally has lost vision. But he can see the timing of that Spire, and maybe he was able to identify the same thing here. This late droning, though, does kick in, and a ton of drones have just been made and brought over to this natural hatchery.
Yeah, with the drones being a little later though, which means that you know, when this Spire finishes, look at his gas count as well as his mineral count. He's not gonna have that initial 900 to pump out those first 9 Mutalisks at all. He's gonna have maybe 700 of each by the time that Spire finishes. So you know, those initial 3 Marines actually are gonna hurt this Muta production very early on actually. And he actually doesn't. Again, he's supply blocked. Again, he doesn't have another Overlord finally making it. So flying is not playing very well right now, I would have to say.
Yeah, so he does have the mutas queued up. Again, like you said, he can't build more than he actually needs. And this 5 racks play is on the way. The final 5th racks is about to finish up. +1 is you know, 3/4 of the way completed too. Concept stations are done, so vision's going to be available. Everything is going really well here for Koget so far.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing I would say maybe about Koget is his 5th racks kind of finished a little later than normal, but that's perfectly okay and acceptable considering how much economic damage he actually dealt with those early 3 Marines. And right now, he's going to move across the map with these 4 medics and this control group of Marines, and there's not that many Zerglings out on the map right now, so any kind of surround on this initial group will not be successful, and Flying's got a 3rd base, and if Koget just can sniff this 3rd base out, he'll be easily able to take it out with these amount of Marines.
Yeah, and this Muta Micro has to be really, really good here. It's light on the number of mutas in this group, which is another thing here. So only 9 mutas in total, and the last couple are going to be finally joining in with this group. But as you said, if he does sniff out this 3rd, it can be a really aggressive push up towards the top left. But the Marines are just going to stay pushing forward here, heading towards that natural base across the map.
Yeah, Koget doesn't realize that there are actually like almost no Zerglings right now out on the map. You know, he's finally building a couple more Zergling eggs back at home right now, but yeah, he just does. If you look at the map right now, he's only got 12 Zerglings now, but before he only had like 4 Zerglings out. And so Koget was scared of getting surrounded, which is why he's been waiting for more reinforcements to make sure that his army can grow in size. But now he's scanned out that 3rd base, and he's gonna start pushing up towards it. Flying is gonna get really good Muta.
Oh, and he cancels it. After the scan, he does cancel it. So at least Flying, you know, he knows that he would end up losing that base. It's not one he wants to defend, and instead of just stretching out any further, he does get the refund. And where is he going to take the initial?
Oh, poor Muta Micro! He flew over a batch of these Marines, unfortunately.
Wow. I was looking down at the bottom right to see that drone making an additional hatchery over there. Missed a few of those mutas. About how many do you think went down?
Two died, and a bunch of them took damage. There's a couple of mutas in the red right now as well. But yeah, Koget playing very smart, bringing down, because he realized that this 3rd base got canceled. He realized that the only other really good 3rd base option would be this bottom right, and he moved an initial squadron of Marines down there for now.
Oh, he's only got 7 mutas left to micro with. It looked like at one point he had about 14, so he's just been slowly decaying on this muta count. Another one does go down to 6 mutas in total. This push, Koget is so smart, knowing immediately that there is going to have to be a 3rd base. So where would Flying want to build his additional hatchery? Down here at the bottom right, and this pressure looks to be too strong again.
Absolutely. This is the strength of the 5 racks +1, is that even if Zerg stumbles a tiny bit, which is what happened, he didn't have enough lings and mutas, you know, if you stumble really hard, you're not going to be able to get up that 3rd base, because Zerg or Terran can just move across, bounce between all the 3rd base possibilities. He's going to scan here. He's got way too many Marines here for these 2 lurkers, and we'll see, though. He's got the mutas and his lings positioned right behind him. Here comes the scan.
He actually burrows and tries to bring them home instead.
Yeah, it was an attempted hold position lurker there. Unfortunately, really nice scan by Koget to know where the lurkers were heading. And this egg is going to go down, unfortunately, for him. So losing a lurker egg this early, pretty bad on Flying's part right now.
Yeah,
but
you can see, though, if you check out his natural base, that there... Oh, another scan going down, too, on that lurker. The hive tech is on the way. So he is just trying to work his way up to some hive units to help him out with the amount of production that Koget's going to have. And you know, Koget can last on these 2 bases a real long time right now because Zerg was unable to take a 3rd.
Yeah, Koget's actually going into SK Terran style. You can see the double starport right now, getting double dropship right away, not even going for that initial science vessel. I don't know if he scanned and seeing that the Defilement Island is not really close to being done right now, but again, Flying also taking that top left-hand 3rd base once again, and right now trying to go for a big counterattack here at the Terran base.
Yeah, kind of a bad thing to do here, because he can't get caught on the other side of that bridge. He'll definitely not be able to escape, but this is like just an all-in with his units right here.
Wow.
All of them getting taken out.
From Zerg.
Yeah, I wonder if Flying is just sensing that this game is slipped away at this point. Now, the dropships are going to be the killing blow here. So once these dropships come out, I don't know if Flying is going to be able to defend between his main and natural base, especially if there's going to be that split pressure push.
Well, he's got Scourge out right now. He's actually positioning in a pretty good area for dropships generally go to. As you see this top right-hand area near his main base, close to middle only. So he's kind of prepared. He's kind of sniffed it out a little bit. But yeah, absolutely. If these dropships get even an okay drop down, it's gonna be completely game over right now because there's not enough economy for Zerg to work off of right now. He needs that third base. Third base is
the third base just got scanned again. Man, Koget is on top of it. He's just like totally map hacking this situation here. And that's going to be really frustrating for Flying.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 full dropships here. They move over to that third base and take it out again. Zerg is just in a world of hurt. No economy to work off of. No third gas, really. And we'll see Koget here push across the middle of the map. Maybe try to draw the forces of the Zerg away from that third base and then push in with dropships.
Yeah, a slew of Zerglings just going down without even being able to make contact on top of these units here. The medics do add the minor HP. That was lost in these Marines, but these 2 dropships are the ones that we're going to be watching here. And not this force down here, but by air here.
The Scourge.
Oh, the Scourge going to sniff it out. Oh, so close. A nice Scourge split, though, to chase down both dropships. That was really, really nice micro coming out from Flying there to take them both out.
Yeah, this is a way from the crawl back into the game is if these dropships continue to load up with too many Marines and medics and the Scourge are able to snipe them, you know, it's really good for Zerg and is going to be able to minimize how many Marines are out on the map. And meanwhile, here come the Lurkers, being able to kind of hold back these Marines for a little bit right now. Oh, double size vessel out.
Oh, yeah, once these size vessels come out, this gets brutal. It takes away even this high ground advantage here that they're trying to hold down. Both of them getting irradiated.
Yeah, there's just not enough units.
Yeah, well, he just used his Nidus Canal to get a bunch of units over to this third location, so he is going to be able to reinforce. I think he was a little too ambitious with those Zerglings running down.
Oh, Scourge! Oh.
Ooh.
Not able. Oh my God, Marines are surrounding the Lurkers.
This is bad. I think those Zerglings were accidentally like miscued down the ramp here as they came out of the Nidus Canal, and so they basically ran into these Marines for free. And so Koget once again does have this third base, and there's nothing here that's going to stall it out.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a Defiler's out right now. I don't even know if Consume is done at this point. But yeah, the Defiler.
Yeah, there's nothing to consume. Unfortunately, it's just kind of a useless unit at this point.
Yeah, so this third base will definitely has gone down now. You know, and Koget is just transitioned into a very solid standard you know, factory switch possibly, or no, he's just gonna stay on these 5 racks. And yeah, it doesn't even matter at this point. He just has all map control. He's expanded down to that bottom right hand base, getting that third gas up right now. And Zerg is trying to use some counterattack here with some of these lings at this bottom right area. But at this point,
there's actually
again,
pretty decent force to deflect that though. And with the 1-1 on these Marines, and this has been an uphill battle in terms of upgrades.
2-2 actually.
Oh, did 2-2 just finish? Wow. Okay. Yeah, well, that was
second engineering bay.
It was literally good. Rewind, guys, if you don't believe me. It said 1-1 a second ago. Ghost upgrades.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. But yeah, he's starting to get those extra additional factories here at this third base here. Ling's trying to do some economic harassment at this middle-only base, but again, getting nothing done. The SCVs are transferring to his 4th base, and once Zerg realizes that this 4th base has already gone down, and
the stim here, he does see these lurkers as they do try and sneak out. And you can just see the production difference between these two players right now in this game, 173 to 51. And all the forces are heading down to the bottom right to defend this bottom right-hand base first, and then just head towards this 3 o'clock position.
Yeah, Koget's backer is slipping a little bit. He's got like everything triple and quad queued right now, and he's still sitting at 1,000 middle. So yeah, definitely. Oh my God. Physics lab is done right now for Koget, so he's gonna start jumping into battle cruisers and start BMing or something like that. But yeah, this game's absolutely over. I don't know what Zerg is still doing in this, honestly.
Wow.
He's sitting on 2 bases.
And he's got 3-3 on the way here too. You know what? Flying's just trying to get himself comfortable. He knows that this is a best of 9. It's gonna be a long night, and maybe he could play the wear and tear game if he does these long macro games.
Nope, never mind.
Oh, but here comes
the
GG.
GG. Well done by Koget. Really well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
The 3 Marines did such a big, enormous amount of economic damage in the early game, really stopping that gas, you know, the gas collection and stopping minerals. And realized that when that Spire finally went up, there was just no gas to be seen. You know, he only made 7 or 8 Mutalisks in that entire game, essentially. Didn't get up to initial 11. And he didn't have a lot of links to, you know, combat that mid-game Marine force.
That's right, that's right. And so, with Koget up 1, I mean, this is already looking like a really hard challenge for flying. And Koget has to win 4 more to actually escape from here. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to show you some slides so you can familiarize yourself with the players, and then we'll get right back into it. All right. Let's go ahead and pause this music up. Flash for the win. Flash for the win. Do you know what animal Fear the Queen is most like? Do you know? Do you know? Flash for the win. Oh, he can't even hear me.
Dude, I look at the stream and I just see you with the umbrella. Oh my god, dude. I mean, it is. I just can't. I can't take you seriously when you're like that. Oh man. I have to say the same, yeah. What is, are you getting the game room up right now?
I'm muted on here. Okay, so here's the deal. When I set up the macro for muting on Discord and XSplit to be both Control M, but if I mute one and not the other and then I hit Control M, they reverse which one is muted. It's a complete catastrophe and I should never hit Control M ever. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so Flash for the win. Fear the Queen is most like a chameleon. How do you feel about that?
He's adaptable, is what he's trying to say, I think.
Hopefully, if he loses this best of 9 in a 5-0 fashion like Infected, though, he's gonna want to blend in with the wall and hide himself
probably.
for a while.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah, I gotta set the game real quick, guys. We're gonna go into game number 2 in just a second. I'm dropping the ball here on everything, aren't I? Oh my god, we need a producer. Donate, everybody. By the way, seriously, everybody, please throw down like $5 or $1 or 50 cents or something. I have this awesome button that I produced at the bottom of the Team Liquid stream. If you click it, I don't even know if it works because I added it today, but we haven't gotten any donations. If you do donate and it doesn't make some sort of announcement, please put it in the Twitch chat so at least we can give you a big shout out. Someone donated $100 in total. So, you know what? I know you guys don't all baller like that and have $100 in your pocketbook, but you know what? I know.
Yeah, guys, come on. Why aren't you rich like that guy? I mean, come on, man. Oh man.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. Flash for the win. Reap the storm. Ooh. Yes, we're going to have to pause and look at this one. We didn't get to cast this one yet.
Yeah, we haven't yet. This is going to be some pretty sick stuff right now. Do you want to... okay, you paused it. Cool. Reveal the entire map. Let's go over this map real quick. It's a 3-player map. For those who don't know, spawning at the where the 2 players are spawned right now in the top right is one of the other main bases. You got your natural, pretty small ramp, but each of the naturals actually have a decent amount of air coverage around them. So Mutalisk on this map will be able to do a decent amount of damage from the back. So that's pretty good for Zerg, I think.
Yeah, and then when you think about the third base here, the third base can be taken not too poorly. There's nearby gases, like let's say we're Zerg here. Zerg's down at the bottom. The Zerg can take a gas far away from the Terran player to the right, but still being near their base. And then eventually, if they wanted to be bold, they could take a gas really close towards the Terran player. But they can expand away and take. I think that this can be a Zerg-friendly map. Meanwhile, there's a lot of fun space in the middle that you can basically maneuver around. I'm just blown away by this 3-player map. I played a couple games myself and just found it exquisitely fun. So. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take the reveal map off. Flash for the win. Announce these positions, please.
Absolutely good, sir. Spawning down here at the 6 o'clock expansion as the purple Zerg, it is going to be flying, which means that spawning over here at the 9 o'clock position as the orange Terran, it is going to be Koget. I have to say, if I give an advantage to anyone in spawning positions right now, it's going to be flying, because when the eggs spawn for Mutalisk, if he does go Mutalisk, they're going to be like right next to the natural base of Koget already, so they'll be able to get there very quickly. So Koget's going to have to throw down earlier turrets than he would probably expect.
Yeah, it'll be nice for him to attack from the south. Now, I believe Reap the Storm was made by Crystal Drag. And so Crystal Drag, one of those map makers out there that has a lot of really brilliant maps. So big shout outs to him, her, I don't know. That person. I'm just going to assume everybody is cisgendered.
Oh my god.
Dude, you got to get with the phrases these days. I'm on top of it. I started Googling. I was Googling millennial phrases, and you know what? They don't stick. None of them stick with me.
I mean, let's be honest here. We're talking about millennials, and oh my god, dude. Yeah, just let's,
you know
let's
what? Most of these StarCraft viewers are probably considered in the millennial age range. You know, a lot of us are in the 20s or early 30s. But we all want to associate ourselves with a little bit of a more upper class type citizen, one that contributes to the world.
Absolutely. Here we're gonna see another 12 match coming out here from Flying. Koget once again opening up with the standard barracks opening with early gas actually, so he's gonna go possibly either fast vultures back into bio, or he might just be going for a very early starport even with wraiths. We'll see. This is very interesting though.
Yeah, and I do want to add, thank you Blind Roar, because I was slipping on the name. Freakling is the one that created this map and actually edited this map after getting feedback from Cryok to make it more Terran friendly. And so that's actually a really funny thing that I just remembered there. So, you know what? Hey, Terran, you're in a little bit of a better situation. And he also proved that you can have 10 factories inside of your main base, which was a big concern for Cryok, who wants to have 10 factories against everybody at all times.
Yeah, I bet Cryok's like fantasy, just always goes factories no matter what matchup he's in.
Yeah, okay, so that drone came back pretty quickly. That was going towards the top right, because the Overlord did make it over to just see a slither of this barracks, nice so he knows exactly what's going on here. The 2 SCVs mining from that gas, it looks like right now. And we can see that the factory is on its way.
Yeah, factory is on its way right now, and Overlord did not want to venture in to sacrifice its life. The barracks is about to come out now with that Marine and probably chase away that Overlord, make sure it doesn't get into the base, or just, yeah, get on top of the ramp, make sure ground scout isn't able to get in either. Still 3 guys on gas, or actually, no, he pulled 1 guy off gas right now. So we have to see. It's very interesting. Again, it might be starport opener. Very possible here. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like, or else he would have pulled guys off gas already if it's just vultures.
Yeah, you know what? I want to point out, Flash for the win, that I think that that Koget is going for this different style build. You know, getting that faster factory, maybe working up to Starport Tech follow-up. Because this is a weird map, both players aren't comfortable with it, and you may be able to get away with going for unorthodox builds because you know your opponent already is struggling to play against a standard macro, and now he's just going to be throwing out this weird twist in game number 2.
It's going to be very, very interesting here. The Overlord is actually moving to a position where they will be able to scout a dropship if it comes down this left-hand side of the map. Very, very intelligent here by flying. At the same time, though, we're going to see the command center getting prepped right now, almost at 400 minerals. We'll see, again, because the spawn position is close by air for these players, when the dropship comes out, it can drop over at that top left portion of that main base and see if it can get vultures in behind that mineral line and do a lot of damage.
Do you think that Flying's putting it together right now, that by seeing the later command center, that there wasn't, you know, because there wasn't this quicker expansion?
Well, he saw the vulture. He saw the vulture, so he definitely knows something's up. He's got a very early factory. He definitely knows that's there. Layers coming up right now. Second gas is on the way at the same time. So we're probably going to see maybe a ground third base, which is what we're going to see here from this drone. Because he realized it's a factory, not Marines coming out here. There is a second vulture out. A Wraith is on the way, maybe to pick off a couple of these overlords.
This is a good response to take this third hatchery right away. He absolutely is going to need that. Take advantage of that early third gas here too. And I think ultimately going for Mutas is going to be fine. That's going to help him out here too, because these Wraiths are going to come out. But as long as he can get a high count on these Mutas, you know, losing this Overlord is key though. Because remember, we saw in the last game twice that he was supply blocked because of not having the right amount of Overlords to be able to make his Mutas. And now again, he's going to be supply blocked at this time, so this is tough. He's gonna have to catch up on the Overlord count before he can get all those Mutas out.
Absolutely, and the fact this Hydra is actually pretty late in comparison to most responses. This Wraith will probably be able to get one more Overlord before it gets chased away by the Hydralisk right now. Hydra's just now starting. Again, he's supply blocked, so no Hydralisk can even get morphed right now. Notice that all of his legs are on Overlords right now, so he can go chase another Overlord and be able to take that one out, especially the one here on this left-hand side. It's running for dear life right now, and if this Wraith can find it, this Wraith will have already paid itself. I mean, I think this Wraith has already done enough damage, to be quite honest.
Yeah, absolutely has, and he needs to be searching constantly for the Overlords. He needs to treat this Wraith like a Corsair right now if he wants to be able to make maximum use out of it. Oh my god, you see how close he was to hitting that here. That was huge. Now these mines are doing a great job of just kind of laying outside between the territory, between this natural of both players here. So where's this Hydra Force? How strong is it going to be? Just one Hydralisk so far, because he's still catching up on this Overlord count. All that Wraith has to do is go to the left, and he'll pretty much, you know, provide a killing move here. But the Vulture's inside the main base, and there's nothing here to defend. No Sunkens. A lot of drones are going to go down.
Wow. Yeah, Koget is playing this so intelligently. I cannot stress you how smart this build was, especially against on this map as well. You know, really done a great job. These Vultures trying to pick up these Hydralisks. I don't really know why he's doing it. He just should run into the natural base and try to pick up as many. Oh, but he actually gets off all the Hydralisks, and they're running rampage in this base. Mutalisks are out, and somehow I thought that he was just going to stay on Hydras and not really build any Mutalisks, but he did the soul read, and he's getting Valkyries and Goliaths right now. Such an intelligent play.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like in the beginning that Flying should have just committed completely to Mutas instead of trying to sneak those Hydralisks out. I was rather surprised that he responded with the Den. But yeah, if we look back at it, there's a single Valkyrie that is just going to start crushing things right now. These Scourge are going to have perfect hits to take down the Valkyries.
There's already 2 Valkyries out, a Wraith, and a couple Goliaths for his anti-air bunker at the front as well. These Mutas are not going to be able to get anything done at this point.
Yeah, this is a massive defense at the natural base. And if the Mutas get chased, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Look at this! Double Valks coming down on the Mutas right away. A lot of damage is getting hit on these.
Wow, look at that damage from these Valkyries, and these Mutas are all dead right now. Not even a chance. Oh, but the Scourge will be able to take out both Valkyries.
Oh, that was absolutely really nice. I was wondering why he was choosing to have the Mutas engage on top of the Valks, but they stalled them up just enough to at least take them down very quickly. Now, this third base has been taken at the right. I mean, there's a Spider-Man that's giving vision of this creep colony, so Koget is aware that there is this additional base. And I wonder if Flying is going to be able to get this third extractor. He really needs to have a high amount of mutas if he wants to be able to fight against Koget right now.
Yeah, Koget's now transitioning back into bio. He's got adding 5 racks total so far. He's also got a tank on the way as well, and he'll probably drop that science facility down very quickly shortly. He's also got his academy is pretty late though. That's like the only bad thing about this build is that he's got a really late academy. But he's pushing over here to this third base with a bunch of Marines and Goliaths here, and the Valkyrie here is going to be able to do a ton of splash damage on these Mutalisks once again.
Yeah, Valkyries are pretty bulky too. That 200 health is pretty hard to take down with just the glaive power of the Mutalisks. Yeah, this sunken colony does go down. The drones are gonna have to evacuate, and this hatchery looks like it's gonna be an ever peril now.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, maybe I disagree with this big meta switch. I think you should get Aspire to get Scourge out to deal with the raids. But again, if he didn't go for, if he didn't go for those Mutalisks, then these Valkyries would be completely useless. And Koget invested a lot into them as well. Hydras here are what should be killing off this army. Instead, he invested a lot into Mutas and Scourge.
Oh, here comes the Scourge in one more time, though, to try and take out these key units here in the air. The Valkyrie does go down, but it doesn't leave a lot of room for Mutamicro because he just doesn't have the numbers to deal with these ranged upgraded Goliaths.
Yeah, he's finally transitioning back into Hydralisk here. He's got about 8 on the field right now to be able to deal with these pesky Goliaths and Marine. But the third base did go down, unfortunately. And once again, we see Flying here on the massive back foot. He's really far behind. This dropship is loaded up a tank, or never mind, dropping the tank. He's going to load up a bunch of these Marines in here. And these mutas are going to try to come around here and do some damage. But unfortunately, there is no real area for these mutas to get anything done.
It's so funny because while we saw this unorthodox opening, Koget switched back to the 5 racks, and he's still making use of that build. It's just a delayed 5 racks follow-up to this push. And so we're going to see the dropship coming in here at the south of the main base, and all the drones getting pulled right away. So at least Flying is reacting very quickly to the minimap.
Yeah, at least he got reacted pretty fast this time. He's got double Evo Chamber, and again, Koget has been so so smart this game. He's forced all of these Hydras because Flying thinks this is a big mech switch instead, but no, it's actually a huge bio follow-up, and a big bio follow-up will absolutely crush ranged Hydras.
And it's not like Flying had an opportunity to scan out a base or fly Overlord in because the Overlords are still slow. So as long as the natural was protected, there was no way for Flying to get vision of this. It's all about just trying to read what his opponent is doing. And all these Marines pushing out here, already +1 finish for the Marines. And
oh my god, that Spire Mine killed 4 Hydras.
Oh wow, there's the carnage right there at the right side. Now, these Hydras gonna have to split up, but they're gonna die very quickly. Remember, these Stim Marines can do quite some damage, but I do like the long line of Hydralisks that Flying has pushed out with. It's just not going to be enough.
No, absolutely not. The tank in the back, you win huge amounts of damage as well with those 30 per shot, and there's only 1 sunken here. This is surely going to be game here. Flying is going to go down 0-2, and Koget, still a monster, undefeated is going to be so far. And yeah, he's just putting the icing on the cake, grabbing a 3rd base, getting also ready to get a 4th base up there at that 11 o'clock position, and just sitting outside here, playing it slow, making sure that Siege Tank is going to be able to do as much damage as possible to these Sunkens, and then the Marines will just stim in and crush everything.
Yep, absolutely. He manages to get 1 tank here with that nice range of the Hydralisk, but that's it. There's still 1 tank that's alive, and it is doing some massive damage. We're going to see it. GG. Game number 2 is going to be completed. And Koget is going to be up 2-0.
Yeah, Koget is just playing fantastically. That build was so smart on this map and completely caught Flying off guard. And yeah, that dropped it so much damage in the early game, as well as, Flying just misread everything. He went into Hydras when he should have went into Mutas, I think, early on. And then went Mutas when he should have went Hydras at that point and just lost everything.
Yeah, man. And Koget, I love that he brought up a new build. He's showing us that he's comfortable with playing other than just his 5 racks opening. And that was a cool exhibition on that map. I hope that we are going to be able to see Reap the Storm a little bit more in the future. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick 1.5 to 2 minute break, and we'll be right back. All right, dude, let's get into game number 3. Let me go ahead and set this up. Meanwhile, as I said, today is going to be Asian themed because both these players admitted that they do enjoy the Asian cuisine. Lots of delicious pictures that I posted up there too.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see. Fear the Queen is actually watching in chat right now. He's watching his own games getting casted.
Yeah, absolutely, because Fear the Queen actually was in the chat last week. He saw his name announced. And by the way, I'm going to do the drawing, the random drawing for the next Fight Club member at the end of the cast. Last time I did the drawing ahead of time to verify the player. I verified all the players ahead of time that they're good to go, so that way you guys can be able to watch that live. By the way, donate. If you want to see more Fight Club, please donate. Let's expand the pool and just keep the income going. So donate $5, $10. If you enjoy anything about these players, then donate and say I really like that about the player. And donate more if you want to see a Terran player lose. That's absolutely important too. The more money you give, the more likely Terran will lose. Right, Flash for the win?
Yeah, definitely. Koget will finally end up losing a game.
Yeah, so if you really want Fear the Queen to have a comeback, then you need to cheer on